It's opening day for baseball season here in Chicago, and while the Cubs are at home and the Sox are on the road, since it's so early in the day and neither team can be claiming to be the winners just yet, I think it's the perfect time to find out what these two teams have in store for us this season. So this is Kevin, a superstar Sox fan, but he's not just a fan. He actually knows something about the sport, so that's why we're here. And even though he may not be dressed in Sox gear for opening day, he's dressed in Sox gear every day. Tell us about your tattoo, Kevin.
Actually, I got it when I got home on leave from the Corps back in '07. We had won the title in '05. I was stationed in Iraq at the time, and I wasn't here to celebrate, but one of my officers in charge of my unit actually came up the next day after we won and let me know. And the funny part about it was he was a Cubs fan.
All right.
So, I got to rub it in his face a little bit, and, it was a long-distance rub-in.
And we'll be there forever.
That's right.
So we heard our Sox point of view, and now we're here with Adam for some Cubs information. So the first thing I want to ask you is, how is it going to be different this year that Kerry Wood's back on the field?
He's going to be bringing a lot of the mentality of someone who's been here and had some success here to a young pitching staff. So in the bullpen, he can share some information with some of the younger guys. He'll be kind of a leader in that bullpen role. He's also a good setup guy. He's not going to have as much wear and tear on his arm being a starting pitcher when he was getting injured all the time. So I don't think he's going to have an all-star caliber season, but the intangibles that he brings to the team I think is only good for the bullpen.
And his birthday's April 14th, in case anyone didn't know. Also my birthday, so he'll probably be doing good in a couple weeks.
We would hope so, yeah. We definitely, as Cubs fans, we hope so. They got 32 of their first 50 games at home, so it's important for them to jump out to a fast start in April or May, and I think veteran leadership is just going to help this young team.
So we want to know what the Sox have in store for us this season. Are they going to be the most powerful in the bullpen, on the field, or at bat?
To tell you the truth, I would think that our lineup is probably the most dangerous in all of baseball. I mean, 1 through 9, you have a hitter that can put the ball over the fence or get on base at any time.
And who's that?
All
of them, 1 through 9. That's all of them.
You look at we got Paul Konerko, Carlos Quentin, and Adam Dunn going back to back to back, and then if you get through them, you have Alex Rios coming up right after that. It's dangerous all the way through. Plus Gordon Beckham out there too. That kid's gonna have a bounce back year.
Good. So who else should we watch out for this year? We talked about how Kerry Wood is coming back. Any new guys on the team we should be looking at?
Starlin Castro came off a great rookie season last year, and I look for him just to improve on that. He's a young talent in this league and definitely has a very high potential to him. Tyler Colvin, if he sees some time in the lineup, being a left-handed hitter, it's hard for them to get him in the lineup just because they face predominantly right-handed pitching. But if he can get in there, that's a guy that can hit maybe about 35 home runs a year. Last year he hit 20. And it'll be interesting to see how the new pitcher Matt Garza does. He's a guy who won 15 games in the toughest division last year in the AL East, pitching against the Red Sox and the Yankees. So coming to the NL Central, where the batting lineups tend to be a little bit easier because you have to face a pitcher. Okay. He should probably have a better year this year, and I'd look for him to kind of step in and to have another 15-game win season at least.
Sounds good to me. Whenever I go to the Cubs game, I pick out a new person that I have no idea who they are, and I become their super fan. Corey Patterson years ago.
Ooh.
And Glendon Rush.
I remember Glendon Rush, yeah.
I just really liked him. And they're playing in Ohio today, right?
Cleveland,
Ohio. So the game's at 2, I think.
2:05 Chicago time.
So what time are they going to be in first place?
I'd say about with Burley on the mound, the game should go quick, so about 4:15 Chicago time, we should be in first place in our division, at least tied.
And what's the score you're predicting for today?
I'm going to say Sox 4, Cleveland 2.
And who's their biggest competition going to be this season?
As always, Minnesota, because those guys just, no matter what they do, they always hang around, and at the end of the year, they're right there with us.
So, yeah, they're at home today. What do you think the score is going to be of today's game?
Hopefully they can show Pittsburgh how it's done, and if the guys can get out there and get a hot bat going, I expect like an 8-2 game. They usually do pretty well on opening day. So I know a couple years ago they lost to Milwaukee, won Fukudome, that was his first year, but it seems like every year they tend to put up high runs on the first day just to give us Cub fans hope before we lose it all by July.
Do you think April Fool's is going to have any impact?
No, not at all. I think this team is ready to go. If anything, it's going to be a fool for the Pirates.
Oh, one more thing we have today. Our Sox fan was all tatted up, and we found another inked-up baseball fan in this Cubs guy. So can you show us your tattoo, Adam?
I've been branded.
And tell me the story about this guy.
In 2007, when they were going on their big run, I went and I got this tattoo, and the tattoo guy that did it actually said if they ended up winning the World Series that year, which was really a good possibility, everyone thought, I was going to have him put that underneath. Ooh. So now I'm just going to wait, and I actually think, though, what I might do for this is put a tribute to Ron Santo above it.
That's very cool.
Just have it say, "This old Cub, number 10, Ron Santo," and then when they win a World Series, have them put the World Series year here, maybe a World Series trophy right there. But I always tell people that when I got it done, it was bleeding, so I have officially bled Cubby Blue.
So whether you're decked out in red and blue or black and white, you're in for a great season this year, Chicago. Play ball!